Hi there, it's Dante Chinnan from the American Communities Project, and I want to talk to you a little bit today about farming, or to be more specific, the farming economy, the agricultural economy. There have been a lot of stories in the last few weeks that farmers all around the country are a little concerned about what's happening right now. They're harvesting their crops, they're looking at the markets to sell those crops, and they're not seeing the numbers they need. And they are deeply concerned of what they're going to do over the winter and into next spring. So to get a better sense of what this might look like, we pulled data from the USDA, Department of Agriculture, and we looked at what they call high farming counties. It's about 450 counties around the country that really live and die with agriculture. They dominate those communities. And the largest number of those high farming communities are what we call the aging farmlands in the ACP. This is a collection of sparsely populated counties that run from the Dakotas down through Texas. And these are places where it really is tractors in the streets. Farms are what make these places go. And we reached out to one place in particular, Gove County, Kansas, an agricultural community where we've had some ties in the past, and asked them, what are you feeling? And we talked to one farmer, and his answer was very simple. They are pinched. They are seeing costs for fertilizer rise. They are seeing the price for what they're pulling out of the field flat or going down. And he's really concerned about what that's going to mean for next year. And he brings a special kind of lens to this in that one of the things he grows is seed. So he's growing the seed that farmers are going to plant next year. And right now he says there is no interest in buying that seed. And he says that is not normal for this time of year. They should be selling some. And the fact that they're not selling any is a real concern to him. I asked what he thinks is driving it. Is it people are concerned about agriculture? They don't know what the market's going to do. And he says, no, they simply don't have the money right now to buy the seed to plant next year's crops. So what does this mean? Well, obviously it affects anybody who buys groceries, which is all of us. But politically speaking, these aging farmlands in these high farm counties are just a very small sample of, there's farming all over the country, happening in all sorts of different places. There's a lot of farming in places like Iowa, Michigan, Ohio, North Carolina, Georgia. What do these states have in common? They have big Senate races coming up next year. Now, farming communities, farmers in general, rural communities tend to vote Republican, and they're going to do it again in 2026. Make no mistake about that. But we're talking about margins here. And if you go from winning it by 70% to 60%, or go from winning it by 60% to 50%, that can have real impacts. This is going to be something to keep an eye on, politically speaking, for the next year, and obviously just in terms of economically speaking, the lives of people and what they're going through. You can read more about this below or at the website americancommunities.org. Thank you.